Although a few years old, Kawasaki's Ninja ZX-10R continues to be a tough contender in the racing world. With its peaky but super smooth inline-4 engine and well-developed electronics, the 4-year-old Ninja is still a force to be reckoned with on track. Another bike that's a little bit older in design, but still gets the job done. Probably the thing I like about the bike the most is just how efficient it is at putting the power down on the back tire. Like, of all the bikes in this test, I guarantee you the Kawasaki punishes the rear tire the least. It just puts power down so smooth.
It's such a good, stable bike. I was kind of telling some of the guys today that it's a very drama-free bike, in my opinion. You can ride it hard, it's solid, it's stable, good brakes. Just the motor is just a little lacking on the mid-range. I think that's kind of probably what was holding this bike back from being right up there with the Yamaha this year, is just a little lack of mid-range and that little grunt that it needs off the corners.
Power curve on it is really linear, and I think at any ability at riding level, it's a very comfortable bike to go fast on. It's a comfortable bike to cruise on, and I love the ergonomics of it too. I love the way the dash is and the fairing is, and just ergonomically, it's a really comfortable bike for me as well.
A positive for me, being 6'2", I struggle with the cockpit space from bike to bike. And with the ZX-10, there was a little bit more room for a taller rider to kind of stretch out a little bit.
I did a lot of experimenting on this bike, which was great. So I ran the B map for the first part of the day and then the A map the second part of the day. And it's such a difference. You know, the B map was easy and I knew what I was dealing with because it was so similar to 600. Then at the end of the day, I could transition into the 1000 power. And I can't stress enough like how important it is to have these maps now. If you're a 600 rider or a rider new to 1000s, to have these maps to build your confidence, to play with, to experiment with, you know, on days where it's too windy or it's rainy, you have a lot of options to kind of scroll back, get comfortable again, and then when you're in a setting that you're happy with, you can turn the power back on and have all the punch of a 1000 that you sign up for.
I felt like the Kawasaki has two little deficiencies in it. One, the stock gearing is a little bit too tall and it's a little bit heavy. I think the motor is incredibly powerful and the chassis is really good if they could just put it on a little bit of a diet. I mean, the bike's winning World Superbike, it's winning BSB, it's so competitive around the world. I think that the hype of some of the other bikes that you've seen that get hyped up a lot, I think the Kawasaki gets forgotten about. It's an unbelievable package with a couple little tweaks. It's going to be great. The brakes and the acceleration, everything about the bike was good. On my 2 Super Pole laps I did, they were both clean laps. But especially in the wind, I noticed that the gearing was really affecting it. But other than that, I love it. The chassis, it's super easy to ride.
While it didn't wow us in any one subjective category, the Ninja's excellent chassis setup, along with its strong, almost electrically smooth power band, made it deceptively quick around the racetrack. Though impressive in a few key objective handling areas, tall final drive gearing, paired with so-so mid-range, kept it from stealing the show, with the green bike finishing 3rd place.